I am 108 years old, and I do not have much time left. So I'm going to skip the small talk and tell you something that took me a lifetime to figure out. I have watched almost everyone I ever loved leave this world. My childhood friends, my brothers, my wife, some of my own children. And the thing that keeps me up at night is not the dying. What haunts me is watching good people hand over decades of their life because nobody ever sat them down and told them the truth. So that is exactly what I am doing right now. 7 ordinary foods, that is all. 7 foods that kept me breathing and walking and thinking clearly longer than almost any human being alive on this planet today. And before you think this is luck or good genes, let me stop you right there. My father was dead at 59, my mother at 61. Heart disease did not just run in my family, it owned us. By every measure, I should have been gone before 65, but here I am, and the reason is not a pill or a doctor. It came down to what I put on my plate inside my own kitchen, nothing more than that. When I was 50 years old, my doctor looked me in the eye and said, "You will be lucky to see 60. Cholesterol through the roof, blood pressure like a ticking bomb." He gave me a bag full of pills and told me to take them forever. And for a while I did. But those pills made me feel like I was already dying, exhausted, brain fog, stomach always hurting. I felt like I was fading out slowly, quietly. So I made a decision. I stopped waiting for medicine to save me. I went looking for the oldest, sharpest people I could find, the ones still walking straight and laughing loud in their 80s and 90s. And I noticed something that hit me like a slap. They were not eating what I was eating. So I changed things. 7 foods, and here I am 62 years later. The first one is the one people always laugh at when I say it: oatmeal. Plain old-fashioned oatmeal every single morning since I was 52. Not the sugary packet kind. Real rolled oats cooked slow with water, a pinch of cinnamon, maybe some berries. My wife said I was feeding myself horse food, but within 6 months, my cholesterol dropped so hard my doctor thought I was hiding some new medication from him. When I told him it was just oatmeal, he genuinely did not believe me. Oatmeal has soluble fiber that literally grabs the bad cholesterol in your body and pulls it out before it can clog your arteries. For 60 straight years, I've had that bowl every single morning. I believe with everything in me, it saved my heart. Drop a comment if you're going to try it tomorrow morning. I want to know. The second food I started in my early 60s because I was forgetting things, small things at first, where I put my keys, what day it was, and that scared me deeply because I had watched my uncle lose his mind to what we now call Alzheimer's. I started reading everything I could find. Someone mentioned walnuts. I thought that sounded ridiculous, honestly, but I figured it couldn't hurt. So every afternoon around 3 o'clock, I started eating a small handful, 7 or 8 walnuts, nothing dramatic. Within about a year, the fog started lifting. My memory came back sharper than it had been in years. And right now, at 108, I can still tell you the name of my 3rd grade teacher. I can still give you the street address of the house I lived in at 7 years old. I have never stopped eating those walnuts, not once.
The third food I genuinely wish someone had pushed on me at 20 instead of 50. Dark leafy greens, spinach, kale, collard greens, all of it, every single day. A real serving, not a garnish, at least a full cup. Sometimes raw in a salad with olive oil and lemon, sometimes cooked down with garlic. When I was young, I thought vegetables were punishment food you ate to earn the real stuff. I was completely wrong. Greens keep your blood clean. They keep your bones from getting brittle. They give your immune system real ammunition. After I started eating them daily, I stopped getting sick nearly as often. My energy came back up. My body stopped grinding against itself and started actually running the way it was built to. Every bad meal you eat leaves damage behind. Greens help clean that damage out. That's just the truth. The fourth food is the one I could actually feel working from the inside. Real fish, salmon, mackerel, sardines, not the frozen breaded stuff, the real oily kind, at least twice a week starting in my mid-50s. My joints, which had been aching for years, started loosening up. My knees stopped making me wince every time I stood up from a chair. I could walk farther without running out of energy. My blood work looked better than it had in 15 years. Fish is packed with omega-3 fatty acids, and those things are like premium oil for every moving part in your body. And I know fish can feel expensive, but canned sardines work just as well. Cheap, easy to find, loaded with exactly what your body needs. Don't overthink it. The fifth food goes into almost everything I cook. Fresh garlic, a clove or two chopped up and thrown into whatever's hot in the pan. Eggs, soup, vegetables, fish. 30 seconds of work and it makes everything taste like you actually care about yourself. But beyond the flavor, garlic has kept me from getting seriously sick for decades. I honestly cannot remember the last time a bad cold knocked me off my feet. Winters where everyone around me was running fever and coughing, I just kept moving. Garlic fights bacteria and viruses before they can take hold in your body, and it brought my blood pressure down, slowly, steadily, without adding a single new medication. If I could tell my younger self one thing about food, it might honestly be this: cook with fresh garlic every single day and never stop.
The sixth food is small, but the science behind it is serious. Blueberries. A handful almost every day. Fresh in summer, frozen the rest of the year. Into my oatmeal or just eaten plain. Blueberries are loaded with antioxidants, and what antioxidants actually do is protect your cells from breaking down faster than your body can repair them. Because that breakdown, that is aging. That is the machine wearing out. Blueberries slow that process down at the cellular level. And here's something that still surprises people when I say it. At 108 years old, I can still read without glasses. I can still make out faces clearly across a room. My eyesight never fell apart the way most people's does by their 70s. I think the blueberries had something real to do with that. The seventh food is the most overlooked one on this whole list, and I think that is a genuine tragedy. Beans, any kind. Black beans, lentils, chickpeas, pinto beans, it does not matter. I eat them almost every day, in soup, mashed on toast, heated up with a little salt and cumin. Beans are one of the most powerful foods that exist, and they cost almost nothing. Full of plant protein, full of fiber, and they keep your blood sugar steady so you do not get those afternoon crashes where you feel shaky and empty and cannot think. When I started eating beans regularly,
Two things happened fast. My digestion problems that had bothered me for years just went away, and my energy stopped crashing in the afternoon and stayed level all day long. Beans also feed the good bacteria in your gut, and your gut is where most of your immune system lives. Healthy gut, strong body. It is that direct. So there they are. Oatmeal, walnuts, dark leafy greens, real fish, fresh garlic, blueberries, beans. 7 foods I've eaten almost every single day for 60 years. And I'm not special. I'm not a genetic miracle. My family died young, but I made different choices. Small, consistent daily choices. And those choices gave me decades that the people I loved never got to see. I had a friend named Harold. We grew up on the same street, same school, same everything. But in our 50s, our paths split. I changed what I ate. Harold kept right on. Burgers and fries and soda every day. He used to wave me off and say, life is too short to worry about every little thing you put in your mouth. I never argued with him. It was his life. But by 65, he had diabetes. By 72, his heart gave out. I stood at that funeral thinking he could still be here. If he had just changed a few things, he would still be here. I'm not telling you this to scare you. I'm telling you because it's real and because you still have time to make different choices that Harold made. The choices on your plate today are quietly building or quietly destroying your next 20 years. And I know it's easy to feel like you have all the time in the world. I thought that too at 30. And then you blink and you're 50, and your body's already sending you signals you cannot ignore anymore. Do not wait for bad news from a doctor before you decide your health matters. Start now with one food, just one. Add it to your next meal, then add another a few weeks later. That's all this takes. And look, I'll be honest with you. Changing how I ate was hard at first. I missed the greasy food, the sweet food, all of it. But somewhere around the 3-week mark, something shifted. I started feeling genuinely better. More energy, sleeping deeper, less pain. And once I felt that difference, I didn't want to go back. The junk stopped looking like food to me. I started seeing it for what it actually was. Dressed up damage. You don't have to be perfect. I'm not perfect. I still eat pie on my birthday, a cookie once in a while, but 90% of the time it's those 7 foods, and that 90% is what built this life. If you're 30 or 40 or 50, right now is the perfect time to start. I didn't begin until I was 52. Look where it took me. Imagine starting at 30. And if you're already in your 70s or 80s and think it's too late, I want you to hear me clearly. It is not too late. Not yet. Your body still wants to heal. It's designed to heal. You just have to stop working against it. Here's what my day actually looks like so you can see how simple this really is. Morning, oatmeal eaten slowly with no phone in my hand. Mid-morning, tea and fruit. Lunch, a big spinach salad with beans, olive oil, and lemon. 3 in the afternoon, my handful of walnuts. Dinner, fish with roasted vegetables cooked in fresh garlic. Blueberries on the side. That's it. Nothing complicated, nothing expensive, just real food eaten with intention. That's been my routine for 60 decades, and it's not a diet. It's just how I live. When I look back across these 108 years, I don't think about money or things I owned. I think about that bowl of oatmeal steaming on the table in the early morning, those quiet afternoons with my walnuts, dinners with garlic sizzling in the pan, and the smell of something real filling the kitchen. Those small, ordinary moments, that's what kept me here. That's what gave me this life. And I want you to have that too. I want you around long enough to watch your grandchildren grow up, to wake up on 1,000 more mornings feeling like your body is still working with you. That all starts with what goes on your plate tonight. So please, don't just watch this and move on. Pick one of these 7 foods and add it to your next meal. And leave a comment below telling me which one you're starting with. I want to read every single one. And share this with someone you care about who needs to hear it, because the more people who hear this, the more lives change. And that's the only reason I'm still here talking. It's later than you think, but it's not too late. Not yet. You're still here. Use the time you've got.